2026 is the year that could redefine everything for XRP holders. And if you're not tuned in, you're already behind. Forget the noise about last year's performance or the maybe it pumps chatter. This is the moment where fundamentals, strategy, and positioning collide. XRP isn't just a crypto, it's a mechanism that could turbocharge your retirement if you understand the levers at play. Japan's reverse carry trade, which has been simmering quietly, is on the verge of tipping. The Bank of Japan is walking a razor's edge, and even the slightest spike in oil could force aggressive rate hikes, creating ripples that ripple straight through digital assets, including XRP. This isn't theory. It's a strategic moment that savvy holders are already positioning for. Ignoring it means leaving money on the table and potentially watching the opportunity vanish while you wait on sidelines. You've got to understand the macro forces here. GDPs are coming in hotter than expected. Employment metrics are shifting, and inflation continues to whisper threats into central banks' ears. Traditional assets are reacting, but crypto and XRP in particular are aligned to benefit massively. Think of XRP as digital leverage. It's not a gamble. It's a calculated exposure to global monetary flows. The CFTC is rolling out a crypto rulebook next year, and this could place XRP squarely in the realm of recognized, regulated collateral. That's huge. It opens the door for XRP to be used in derivatives, institutional allocations, and large-scale aggregation that literally removes supply from circulation. The potential upside is structurally built into the system if you play this right. Regulatory clarity is another hidden rocket fuel. With initiatives like the Genius Act and the Clarity Act moving forward, early 2026 could bring unprecedented legitimacy to crypto as a whole. If XRP becomes a recognized asset under these frameworks, it isn't just a speculative play anymore. It becomes a strategic tool for wealth growth and retirement planning. Even if clarity doesn't land immediately, the trajectory is clear. XRP is moving into a favorable alignment between the CFTC and SEC. Timing your accumulation, your holding strategies, and even your exposure to derivatives could be the difference between missing a generational opportunity and positioning yourself for exponential growth. The early Q1 window is critical. Ignore it and risk paying a steep price later. Now let's talk about mindset, because strategy alone won't save you. If you're 40 or 50 and you're thinking about retirement, you need to shift the lens from survival to growth. Your first 20 years are about avoiding mistakes. The next 20 are about building wealth. By 40, you're in the phase of reinvention. XRP and crypto in general allow this reinvention to happen faster than traditional assets because the market inefficiencies are still exploitable. This isn't just about stacking coins. It's about structuring your life to leverage the next decade, positioning assets to generate freedom, flexibility, and exponential returns. A disciplined approach now multiplies your options later, and XRP sits at the intersection of volatility and institutional adoption, a perfect storm if you're strategic. Here's where diversification comes into play. Think of wealth like a tree. The roots are your core income, business, industry expertise, or early-stage investments, stable and resilient. The branches are alternative assets, crypto, precious metals, private equity. If one branch gets hit, the tree doesn't die. This is why even aggressive investors hold no more than 1 to 5% of a $10 million plus portfolio in crypto like XRP, while the core remains insulated. Your approach should consider time horizon, risk tolerance, and rebalancing discipline. 40-year-olds might have room for higher risk plays, while 60-year-olds need stability with selective high upside positions. The key is blending strategic risk with preservation. No reckless concentration, no wishful thinking. Digital asset management isn't just holding coins. If you're serious about 2026 and beyond, you need proper structures. Wyoming LLCs are becoming the de facto standard for crypto holdings, offering unprecedented creditor protection and legal insulation. Setting up a holding company there allows you to manage XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other utility-driven assets with security that traditional wallets and exchanges simply can't match. Pair this with a living trust, revocable or irrevocable, and you create a fortress around your wealth. Even in legal challenges, your assets stay untouchable. This isn't just protection, it's leverage. It allows you to deploy, lend, or collateralize assets with confidence, knowing your foundation is airtight. Yield strategies are another dimension. Many wallets and platforms now offer crypto yield, but the real power comes from integration with corporate structures. By holding assets in an LLC, you can navigate regulations, maintain creditor protection, and even leverage Section 179 for equipment or property acquisitions. Charitable remainder trusts, CRUTS, also enter the conversation here. They allow you to offset tax liabilities while generating sustainable income streams, effectively turning high-value XRP positions into perpetual, tax-efficient income. Done right, this strategy doesn't just preserve wealth, it grows it while minimizing friction from the tax code. Let's break down allocations for mid-career holders, those in the 50-year-old bracket. A balanced portfolio should include stocks, bonds, precious metals, real estate, and a measured slice of crypto. Rebalancing is critical. Billionaire examples show never more than 20% in a single asset class and never more than 5% in one investment. This discipline ensures long-term preservation while still capturing upside from emergent opportunities like XRP. Your allocation isn't static, it's dynamic. Reacting to performance shifts, liquidity events, and macro signals is the only way to maintain both growth and security. Now, business ownership amplifies everything. Holding companies, LLC structures, and online business setups in crypto-friendly states like Wyoming aren't just legal tricks. They are financial multipliers. You can channel revenue, leverage accelerated depreciation, and protect assets while scaling exposure to high-growth assets. For those without existing businesses, strategic LLC formation provides both liability protection and operational leverage. You're not only investing in crypto, you're investing in the infrastructure that allows that crypto to perform optimally within your portfolio. For high net worth individuals, real estate remains an uncorrelated stabilizer. A measured 10 to 20% allocation can provide cash flow, tax benefits through cost segregation, and hedge against market volatility. Precious metals, particularly gold, remain critical. Even digital equivalents or tokenized gold platforms now offer exposure with less friction, allowing you to maintain liquidity while hedging against traditional economic shocks. Combine this with crypto positions, and you've got a portfolio that's resilient yet poised for explosive growth in 2026. Time horizon dictates risk. A 40-year-old with medium risk tolerance might allocate more aggressively into crypto, private equity, and early-stage ventures because they have years to ride cycles. At 60, you focus on income-generating instruments, dividend stocks, bonds, annuities, and conservative real estate. Crypto still plays a role, but as a capped exposure to preserve wealth while providing upside optionality. The alignment of timing, assets, and macro catalysts creates asymmetric risk-reward that XRP holders cannot ignore. 2026 is a convergence point. Macro forces, regulatory clarity, corporate structuring, and individual positioning all intersect. XRP sits at the center, offering asymmetric upside for those prepared. Ignore it, and it's a lost decade. Embrace it strategically, and it could redefine your retirement landscape. Action, discipline, and legal protection are the pillars here. The market won't wait. The rules are coming, and your positioning today dictates whether you ride the wave or watch it pass. This isn't about luck. It's about engineered advantage, and the time to execute is now. Thanks for tuning in to Crypto Nation News. For charts, alerts, and real-time discussion, the free Discord is pinned below. Take care, my friends.